83. But wait, just hold on there. You've not been trained since 83. The last training you did was which year? Training ya mwisho ukifanya ilikuwa mwaka gani? 2012. So I'm not asking I'm asking the year. Yes. Let me go back to somebody of 2010. 2010? Who was employed 2010 and is here? 2010. Just, no, you are not in the training. 2010, yes. Stand up. Have you gone through any training? Since 2010? Yeah. Okay. Okay, the person of 202. The one for 202. Have you gone through any training? You've not gone through training. 1, 2, 3. So you can see. Please. I didn't know it was this serious. Yeah? It is that serious?
Yes, sir.
So mmekuwa mkijaribu piga karata. Unauliza neighbor. Una Google. This, in fact, now, I'm even more convinced that after this training, this is not enough. You know? Yeah, I think that, and we were consulting with the peers and the IG and the team, and also the pastors who are here. We have to think seriously about continuous training regionally, you know, with regional institutions within the region, because this is not acceptable. This is actually very, very serious. So let me repeat. This is a need that we have confirmed during our security and service delivery forums, dubbed Jukwaa la Usalama. Our officers continue to raise concerns that affected their delivery of service, among them delayed training. And this is acutely delayed training. If you have somebody here who was employed in 2000 and they've never done any training, that is really, really sick. They're almost going to retirement without capacity building and training. Indeed, 8,102 chiefs and assistant chiefs across the country have not undergone the mandatory basic training as stipulated in their scheme of service. This has diminished their morale, which has in turn affected quality service over to our citizens. The government has therefore embarked on a rapid training exercise for the 8,102 chiefs and assistant chiefs, with the first cohort of 1,000 of you already here at the National Police Service Embakasi campus here in Nairobi. Plans are underway for the remaining 7,102 officers to join the course in subsequent cohorts on a monthly basis. This is a 4-week induction paralegal and security management course. This course, which is both knowledge-based and experiential, will be instrumental in inculcating the much desired skills and expertise needed by this cadre of national government administration officers in tackling day-to-day challenges and problems raised within their localities. At this juncture, I wish to thank the National Police College team, the instructors, and the facilitators for putting together this rich training program, which I am confident will transform our service delivery at the grassroots level. By the end of the training, we expect you to be able to appreciate your role in crime prevention and handling of land disputes, improving your ways of handling national security and cross-border challenges, as well as faster collaboration with other security agencies, which are key to the achievement of your objectives. I know that the time is not adequate enough for you to do fully the paramilitary part of the training. So you may not have enough time to go to a shooting range and be able to learn properly how to use a firearm and so forth. But you learn the basics. What we have agreed is that for all the chiefs, as we announced during various Jukwaa la Usalama fora in Coast, in Northeastern and Rift Valley, in Coast, in Eastern and Rift Valley. We propose that for chiefs that are operating in dangerous areas, where their security is in danger, we propose that you can be registered as NPR. And as soon as you are registered as NPR, we will take you for further training, maybe another 2-3 weeks, so that you can be able to use firearm properly as is required. Of particular importance in your collaboration with the National Government Administration Police Unit, which has been established primarily to support Ngao in the coordination of national government functions. You must therefore familiarize yourself with the standard operating procedures and guidelines on relation with the Ngapu, which we will unveil today. These reference tools ensure optimal coordination, efficient operation, and successful delivery of national government functions. We also expect you at the end of this training to have a better understanding of the values and principles of governance, promote environmental conservation measures, and above all, be empathetic, just, and fair in serving the public. I have continuously insisted that there is nothing we can do in the security sector and govern your responsibility extremely seriously, very seriously. And therefore, I request you that based on the training you receive here, you will renew your commitment, you will affirm your passion, and you will ensure that you re-energize your values so that you can go out there and serve the people of Kenya diligently. I know you've raised so many issues, and when we did so, you are comfortable as you serve the people of Kenya. But now there is, as I have insisted, for those of you who I have visited for this job, and there is a reason why you applied for this job. You went through the struggle of getting this job. You did it because you wanted to serve the people of Kenya. I hope that you do not do it for the welfare, you did not do it for salary. You did it primarily because you understood that this is a job that deserves to be done in a manner that is going to be respectful to the citizens of Kenya. So, since your job is very cross-cutting, you must always try to find knowledge. By all means, when you are registering SHA about housing, registering farmers, all these things you've done, it's important for you to always be ahead of the population in terms of done your proper research. If you think you don't know, call the person who is an expert in the community and tell him, today in my baraza, I will give you 20-30 minutes to explain to the people, that subject matter. You don't have to know everything, but you can be the coordinator that will facilitate people to get the proper knowledge. So always, tafuta, do everything. Go whatever mile to make sure that you are ensuring you are delivering your services. Because this training that is here is helping you. You see, in law school, we are taught that when you get to law school, we are not teaching you the law. We will teach you where to find the law, how and where to find the law. So here, the skills you get from here helps you to know where to find knowledge, and how to do so, putting people together. Number two is that we must confront the monster of corruption. I must say that, to be very honest, you need to know this. Chiefs and assistant chiefs are the most trusted public servants in Kenya. You need to know this. But msime kiburi, you go and improve. Yeah, you go and improve. And the best way to improve is to deal with corruption. Make sure that you are, as much as possible, not in any way facilitating corrupt activities or involved in corruption or corrupt activities. You can see that this is the overall conversation in the country. As a chief, you don't need anything for your pen to sign something. Don't take something to solve disputes in the local area. Don't take something so that you can look the other way as our children are being hurt by drugs and alcohol abuse, you are a very important lot. And I really need to emphasize this, that we depend on you to deal with social ills, including gender-based violence, because which is very prevalent in many parts of our country. I want to request you that get re-energized and let us together fight drugs and alcohol abuse. You have done a good job, and I want you to do even a better job going forward. I want you to be excellent. I have said this publicly, that there is nothing that goes on in a location that the chief does not know. And that is the truth. The challenge may be enforcement, and that's why we have Ngapu now to assist you, to help you in doing the enforcement. But you know a lot. You are also picked as a chief within your locality because it's assumed you respect and you want the best for your people. You are also a chief, an assistant chief in your locality because your people will hold you into account. Please make sure that you become diligent in service delivery. Gender-based violence remains one of the challenges that is generally ignored, and I don't want you to be part of society. Don't be part of the cultural practices of your people in your location or sub-location. And you start saying, oh, it's okay, huyo mtu alikuwa anapika tu bibi yake, hakuna kitu mbaya imefanyika, sijui oh, ilikuwa tu normal, hiyo ni FGM tumefanya tangu tukue whatever, oh, marriage ya watoto under 18, you have normalized, unasema si hata mimi nilipata bibi yangu akiwa 14. Yeah, you have to make sure that you enforce the law. Don't be part and parcel of the repugnant cultural practices in your community. You know, I'm saying this because even the other day, there was a report from Maimayu. Is the chief of Maimayu here, or he's not in the training? Yeah, there was a report from Maimayu that oh yeah, there were cases of sexual trafficking in children for sexual purposes, and I went to Parliament. Of course, we did an investigation. The IG, through the DCI, did investigation. It was established that that BBC documentary was fake because the people they interviewed were not under 18, and they, you know, paid people to do the interview and so forth. And we stand by our story. That is true, that they paid people to do the story. However, it does not mean, and I want to insist here, and I say that in Parliament, it does not mean we don't have problems of trafficking in children for sexual purposes. We have that problem. And I acknowledge in Parliament that we have that problem across the country. Not just trafficking for sexual purposes, but we have children and people, young people being trafficked for labor in other parts of the country, promised jobs abroad. Others are being abused sexually locally. Others are being actually defiled by their parents. And I want to say this here, chiefs. Yes, sir. Have you heard me? Yes, sir. You know? Ama kabila ile inataka kuchukua ushukani, itakuja kutumaliza. Chief anasema hivyo. You are supposed to be the chief that helps the people to appreciate that it is important to keep this nation as one fabric, one united country. That's why maybe we should start transferring chiefs. Because these other Ngao officers, the ACCs and the DCCs and the RCs, all of them have gone around the country, and they are truly expected to appreciate the importance of having a united country. And I hope that the training here will inculcate these values of unity of our country. It's important for us to focus on national unity. And you have served many governments, and you will serve more other governments. What is important is to work very hard to preserve the fabric of the nation, so that values such as unity of our country are observed. So I request all of us to make sure that we shun and train our people through our barazas about the importance of having one united country. Don't be a chief in a particular location and you are presiding over a meeting where the residents of that area are saying, hatutaki watu wa kutoka sehemu nyingine kufanya kazi hapa. Yeah? Ati sisi tunataka watu, ati tumetumiwa watu wa upande ingine. Chief, any person, public servant who comes to serve in your area, any person who comes to do business in your area, any investor who comes to your area is a Kenyan, and you are supposed to lead in the process of ensuring that our people appreciate this issue and appreciate one, especially when we are going for elections. It's important from day one, when you live here, to continue encouraging the people of Kenya that Kenya will be there. You've seen governments, we'll see other governments. There is no need for elections to become the basis for us to divide ourselves. It's important for us to have a one united country where civility